welcome back to the Boar Shed. Today is DMAX day. So we had wonderful Braden come in for a full pre-rego build. This one is straight from the guys at Brisbane Isuzu, which is just over the highway for us. So made that very easy getting the car here, which is great. Guess what? Let's start at the front. AFN full hoop bar on the front. These are a sexy looking bar for the DMAXs. I think they contour to the vehicle very, very well. One of my favorite bars for the DMAX. You can do this to the BT if you're obviously a BT fan, as the BT50, that is, the new ones, because they're basically made the same. The bars are different, but they do look very similar. Anyway, getting off track, GME UHF has gone in, so we've got the SRS Connect inside, so I will show you that handpiece later. Steady Type X Pros on the front. Now, you do have to be aware that these bars don't allow for the most normal type of light bar fitting or spotlight fitting, so they do sit a little bit proud, which is the only unfortunate thing I don't like about them. Light bars are a little bit easier, especially if you do two stacked, you could do that. Just personal preference there, guys, to be honest. If you're looking at this bar and you're like, how do you operate your winch or anything like that? So these fantastic little grill pieces here, they actually pop out. And then that gives you access to your winch, clutch, things like that if you do have one. Braden has not decided to do one on his build as of yet. And then they are a press in, so they got like two little recessed rubber grommies in there that hold it in place. Cool thing is, aluminium bash plate that comes with it and recovery points as well. That's what these green points are. So that is all included in the bar when you do this particular type of bar. As you can see, it maintains your factory sensors, so that's not going to be an issue either. So that is bar work for you. LED fog lights and indicators, all that, that's all included in the bar work as well. So that's the AFN bar for the DMAX, full bumper replacement, so bumper off, and the whole setup comes with what you need to make it happen to go together. Nothing too crazy underneath the vehicle. He's just got his factory bash plates for the time being. Let's move up top here. As you can see, we do have the new Safari ARMAX Snorkel. Now these guys have redesigned the snorkel. I'm not sure if you've obviously seen current generation, a little bit more rounded. These ones, they've kind of squared off the snorkel now for a much more aggressive look, and a totally new ram head. So these things are brand new. They've got a whole new look to them. Still have that awesome Safari ARMAX engineering that comes into it. Airflow, water dispense. So all of that type of features you don't lose, and you're getting a full 25% better airflow into your airbox. And the old saying that I like to say is you get more air down there, so works a treat. Okay, let's move up top to the roof rack setup. So, Rhino Pioneer Platform, utilising their backbone system. Okay, as you can see, we've got steady light bar on the front as well. This thing is a 40-inch bar, high output. You're gonna get a lot of light out of that thing, I can tell you that much. Moving on top, we've got some, check it, Max Tracks. These things here, not actual Max Tracks, but the mounts. So Max Tracks, if you didn't know, actually makes their own mount now to suit their pins. Good thing about their mounts is it's very, very versatile. It will mount to almost any type of platform that you have. They've got multiple holes in their actual system here, so that way you can basically bolt it down to wherever you like. And we're running a solar panel on the roof rack. That way we've got solar going to the dual bat system, which is a little bit different than this one. I will show you that in a second. But full 180 watt solar panel on the top as well. This is a little bit different from your conventional dual batteries. We've removed the start battery and we have now fitted an Invicta hybrid starter. If you haven't heard about the hybrid lithium batteries, they are a start battery with the features of a deep cycle battery. So this is a 1000 cold cranking amp start battery, but it does have a 60 amp hour rated deep cycle capacity. So this is what Braden's using for his canopy system. This is basically just running his fridge and a couple of lights in there. So these, in my opinion, are great for that person who wants to use their car for a bit of a weekend warrior. So if you're just running a fridge and a few lights, nothing too crazy, one of these is definitely going to cover all of that for you. If you want to go and run inverters and all sorts of stuff, you might want to think about doing it differently. Not that these can't do that, because these have a high output BMS in them as well. So depending on your model, these things can put up to 800 amps output, and that's with the car off. It's ridiculous. These things have a huge BMS in them. So very, very cool bit of kit from those guys at Invicta, and they do warrant these 3-year under bonnet warranty as well. As I told you, the solar panel on the roof will running through a Victron MPPT. This little bad boy is taking care of that thing, actually sending the power down straight through this. This is going to regulate it for us, and it will charge this thing. So whenever this is in the sun, it's getting constant charge. So that's going to keep you topped up. And the best thing about doing that, it's going to offset your fridge. So you can pretty much, as long as you've got the car in the sun, that is, leave your fridge on 24/7. If you're getting plenty of sunlight, you'll be totally fine to do that. So that's why we like this system. If you are planning to do something like what Braden has done here, you can still expand on this if you want to go crazier with them, but they are a great dual battery system that is going to charge directly from your alternator and give you fantastic power features. This has a low volt cutout, so it will maintain 18 to 20% battery capacity in here. And if you run it flat, the BMS inside will actually shut the battery down, but then you can jump start it. That's what the button's for. So if you come to your car, you got no power, get on your app or push the button, and hey presto, battery comes back on, so then you can start it. And then guess what happens? No more flat batteries and you got to get your mate to jump start you. You can jump start yourself. So pretty cool bit of kit. If you haven't checked them out, we'll put it in a link below. A little bit of a controversial subject for some people, but whatever. I believe in it as long as you are regularly servicing it. So let's have a look at that. We've got From Direction Plus, their kit for the DMAXs, all tucked in front of the battery here. So we got pre-line here. Good thing I like about this kit on the pre-line is it has a water sensor in it. So in vehicle, you've got a light and you've got a portable buzzer. If you get any water through this system, it picks it up, notifies you. Basically just goes, starts blaring. And then you've got your oil air separator. These things here are probably the biggest controversy of all time, but I believe if you are servicing them and you are draining them, they actually do their job. So make sure you service your filter kits, because they aren't a set and forget. I don't know how many times I've had to say this, but make sure you service them. They are serviceable items. But let's talk GVM. So like I said, straight from the dealer, this is a pre-rego Tough Dog 3695 upgrade. So I'm pretty sure they're 31 off the top of my head from factory. So a GVM old 31. So this is a jump up to 3695, which is pretty substantial if you ask me. And you do maintain brake tow with that. So you can be at 3695 and still tow your towable brake tow capacity rating from the dealer. All right, so what does that mean you get with it? Full strut assembly in the front, obviously new leaf pack, rear shocks, and all your hardware to go with it. So greasable shackles, all that type of thing. So that is the Tough Dog GVM for the DMAX. Now, as you can see, we went with some ROH Vapours, and they are in our 18-inch because this particular model comes with an 18-inch size rim from the factory. So Braden wanted to stick with that, stick with that. And he's got the XATs on it. I'm pretty sure I'm looking for our DMAX. That's what I've got on our DMAX. There you go. Wonder where he got that idea from. All right, anyway, let's keep going. So those are good Vapours. They are a load rated rim as well. So you won't get into any dramas with these things because they are rated to, I'm pretty sure it's 1500 kilos. Welcome to the interior of the DMAX. Now this is the, I can't remember what it is. It's an X something, X Terrain or something like that. Sorry that I don't know the ins and outs of it. So this is their upper spec model. It's cool, it's very nice. Like leather steering wheel, leather seats, like it's fancy. So I was like, wow, this is nice. Anyway, I was talking to you about this handpiece. So this particular unit has everything in the handpiece, microphone and speaker, and basically it's a hideaway system. So that way you're not plugging into an old UHF that has to sit on the side here or anything like that. It's all in this. And what I do like about it, like I said, if you're only using your communications on the weekend, unplug it, put it in the glove box, get it out of here, mate. Amy hates it when these things are dangling around the place, so that way you just pull it out and stick it in the glove box or wherever you want to stick it. So that gets rid of that. Anyway, what we've got just next to the gear shifter is the little LED for the pre-line, which I told you guys about before. So that'll obviously light up when you have an issue with that. On the driver's side, pretty straightforward. We've done a Tow Pro from Red Arc. That's right here. So Braden obviously has access to that. And then we've got a dual switch for his spotlights and his LED light bar on the roof. Cool thing about the dual switches is it only takes up one blank, yet you get to switch two different devices. So if you're like me and you got 6,000 accessories that you need to switch on and off, they come in handy. So that's basically the driver's space on the inside of the cab. Nice, simple, straightforward, but very, very usable. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you have enjoyed the walkthrough of the DMAX. So don't forget, any make and model, BAW Automotive, we can facilitate it for you. Pre-rego GVMs, post-rego GVMs, trays, canopies, absolutely anything you can think of. If I can't do it, I know someone who does. So let me know in the comments below what you thought of the DMAX. Tell me what you would have done different. If there's something cool about it that you did like, make sure you let us know. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, guys. Thank you very much for watching once again, and I will see you next time we run through another ball build. Catches.